Hello everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of the D-Pad. I'm
Very
Rick.
old school episode of the D-Pad.
In many ways, yeah. That's Sra.
I'm Sra, indeed, yes.
Yeah. Merry Christmas and happy holidays in general. I decided, I guess. This was a unilateral decision by me, I guess. We're coming up on a very important milestone, and I thought it would be good to celebrate with a really meaningful game. And I racked my brain for a while going like,
the most meaningful thing that he could think of.
Yeah, like what do we do a Super Mario Brothers Let's Play? Do we do like like a Pac-Man Let's Play? Like, what do we do that'll actually be like really meaningful? And I thought about it. This was back in the summer, and I thought about it, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I had written down in a bunch of my notes earlier on, like a year or two ago, that was like 2022 Odyssey. And I was like, huh, why was that? I looked and I was like, right. So the Magnavox Odyssey was released sometime in September of 1972. So this year.
Right, I remember it was like a nobody knows exactly when. There's two possible dates.
Because back then, they just showed up. It just showed up on a computer
Magic
store
happens.
shelf.
Don't worry about it.
So this year, 3 months ago, somewhere, was the 50th anniversary of the Odyssey. And I thought, what better way to celebrate 10,000 Let's Play videos than to make the number 10,000 Let's Play the very first game released on the very first home console. So this would have been the very first thing. This is the dawn of everything that we've done since then.
It is literally has game cartridge number 1 stamped upon it.
There is
if you look at the unboxing video, you would have seen us go through a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Who could forget game number 3? Game number 7?
An eternal classic. Truly.
Always, truly. But ironically, the real classic here is number 1, table tennis. The cartridges don't have individual names. Well, that's the thing, right? So this isn't Pong.
This isn't Pong,
This predates Pong
legally distinct.
Yes, I believe this predates Pong by a year. And in fact, it was a rather massive lawsuit over Pong because it was, in the opinion of, was it Ralph Baer, I think, and Odyssey.
That they fucking stole their game because
yeah.
they totally did.
I probably just mixed up Ralph Baer with there's two R-named people who were like really important to there was Ralph Baer and there was oh no, now I'm forgetting and I feel terrible. But the point is, this is table tennis, the first home console video game, and I couldn't think of anyone that I would rather spend such a big important video on.
You're just trying to say that to make me feel good.
No, I mean it. I do actually mean it. I was really hoping that
you're just saying that because I helped you make it work.
That was Sarah absolutely made like 3 really important smart calls in the saving, in the salvaging of this thing, where this is 50-year-old equipment.
He's been spending the past, so you're wondering why it's been 3 months to see these videos? It's because he spent 3 months trying to get a signal.
Yeah.
Like
finally
any
got
signal.
one. This is and honestly, this isn't even just any signal. This is pretty decent.
This is pretty good.
This is better than Pong when we played it for the games, and honestly, the snowy background, it's being like ghosted because of, I think, the RFD modulator. It makes it look like an episode out of Chalk Zone or something. Like
it's consistent enough that it's fine.
Yeah, it looks like an artistic rendering.
It's a little jittery, but not terrible.
Yeah, it's got this ghosting thing, as you can see here.
Yeah, not awful, but especially like left, right.
Yeah, left, right
really
is very
aggressive.
obvious.
Up, down. Yeah, I suppose you go serve them fast enough.
I am the one on the right over here, by the way.
Yeah, I am on the left. I am player 1.
But yeah, we have...
If you are looking at the overlay.
A 50-year-old home console in, like, immaculate condition.
Good condition,
like,
honestly.
holy shit. It's really shocking. I think everything that we're using...
I think the biggest problem was the connector from, like, special proprietary game cord to coax.
Yes.
That was the trickiest bit.
Yep, and that just needed the pin to get pulled out, ultimately, and then it worked great, so...
Yes, yeah, well...
But yeah, this is running through an RFD modulator to give us a digital signal, which you guys are seeing. There's some interesting... Oh, I can actually go off the top.
Oh, wacky. I can't. I can go off the bottom.
Yeah, I can go off the bottom also.
It's like my dial is set differently than yours. Like it's calibrated at a different location.
Very weird, yeah. You can see that we got some like wobble going on right at the top here.
Little bit of a stretch thing.
Yeah, it seems, considering how like my thing goes away here, I think, yeah, that's just a signal that it thinks it's at the bottom. I think that very top bit that's not moving, it thinks is the bottom of the screen.
I think we're still tracked slightly off. I think we still would want it like an inch up.
Yeah.
Right, to just shift the signal. We were dealing with some pretty nasty tracking previously.
Yes. Oh, man.
It was just like
it was at a point where it was like,
and then like blip, blip, blip,
oh,
scroll, blip, blip, blip.
At
it
least
was so
10 times worse than this, for sure. It was at a point where it's like, okay, well, I guess we can put this on camera, like, because this was on the CRT TV, and we'll just do like a podcast episode, kind of like we're doing now, but for the whole thing.
Yeah, but I mean, this is like playable.
Yeah, this is very in fact, the Odyssey comes with a game manual with a big section called Game Rules that tells you how to set up
and play
your game, because it uses some dials on the console and the controllers that mean something for every game. Let's see. I'm gonna read from the section
mine
here.
Squishes. Look at it. Squishes when I go up against the side. Look at that.
Oh, interesting.
Whoop.
And
it squishes when I go up against the top.
It's so odd because like the edges of a CRT TV generally get a little bit narrower as you get to the edges also. So you would almost want the opposite of that, right? Let's see what we got here. So, table tennis. Oh, the overlay that I threw on was also not the overlay that I went to go test this against.
That's
is actually
the actual
for tennis.
Yeah.
There's a separate game called Tennis on Game Cartridge 3. Game Card 3. So set up. Insert game card number 1 into the master control unit. Done. Turn the center control on your master control unit to position the vertical line in the middle of the screen. Looks pretty good.
Yep.
Turn the speed control on your master control unit to the left, which is the slowest setting, which we have done. Yeah, that should be all the way there.
Yes, we have.
Preparation for play. Both players use their horizontal and vertical controls to position themselves on the far side of the screen. There we go. On the far side of the screen on each side of the white line. The player displayed on the right side of the screen must be controlled by the right-hand player control unit, which, yes, I'm player 2. Conversely, man, they
just to be clear,
I love how much these consoles were still kind of made for like the
engineers.
Yeah,
these were engineer toys.
Computers weren't just like nerdy things; they were like hobbyist nerdy things back in the 70s. Like you had to have like a vested interest in this shit to get that stuff working. Conversely, the left player is controlled by the left-hand player control unit. Each player must stay on his own side of the net. On his own side. It was the 70s, baby.
I'm not allowed to play. I'm
Apparently
sorry.
not.
You'll have to get Peter or Jeffrey here to play so that they can appropriately play a man, as stated in the game manual.
I think at this point, a woman had literally programmed the lunar, like the fucking shuttle that landed on the moon.
Yeah, but that you can't.
But you can't play
women.
video games. That's not okay. Not allowed. Your TV screen now represents a table tennis court as viewed from the top, with the net in the center and the players on each side. 2. That was all rule 1. That was all preparatory rule 1.
Jesus.
2. Both players now set their English control to the upright center position.
Okay, mine's set there.
And the SAP control is engaged. 3. Press the reset button to set the ball in motion. So one of us has the ball. I don't remember which of us has the ball technically. Also, we don't serve it. It just kind of...
It's you, because I don't have it.
Yeah, if I hit it right now, it's just going to appear. There you go.
Boop.
Well, let's... Whoop.
Boop.
Oh, right, that's on the other side.
No, if we stay perfectly centered... Aww.
Let it go for right now. We got rules to get through, babe. It's like a board game night.
Just saying we can just let it bounce.
I guess that's true. Let's see.
Boing.
Press the reset button to set the ball in motion. When the ball bounces off your player, use your English control to direct the ball's flight.
Oh.
So, for example...
Oh, wow. You're just fucking directing... That's not an English control, guys. That's just magic. That's just straight up you can control the path.
When the ball bounces off your opponent, he uses his English control to direct its flight. Note, initially may find it easier to just use vertical and English controls to return the ball. So not even moving. So that one...
That makes a lot of sense.
If anything, it makes Pong the lesser of the two games because you can't move your paddles left and right. You can only move it vertically. You do have a score, though, so that is kind of a nice perk of playing Pong.
Yeah, this you have to pay attention to your score yourself.
Sorry, I'm inhaling dust that's older than I am.
Yeah, Rick's reading the game manual.
And my throat is discovering a new age.
A new asthma, a new thing to be allergic to.
Let's see. Players should volley the ball back and forth until they become accustomed to the play and use the player controls. The speed control also should be increased gradually as you become more proficient.
Basically, once you get good.
To begin play, the player should volley the ball to determine who will serve first. For the volley to be legal, the ball must cross the net 3 times.
Fascinating.
The server will be the last player who successfully hit the ball across the net. The server serves for 5 consecutive points, at which time his opponent becomes the server for the next 5 points. Players continue to alternate serving until game. And I guess they do have scoring rules here, too, so we may as well just play a full game. Scoring. Oh, this book is like already falling apart. Oh, God. A player scores a point when his opponent misses the ball. Yeah. The object is to bounce the ball off your player and maneuver it past your opponent. Off your player and maneuver it past your opponent off the right or left side of the screen as illustrated. There's illustrations in here. When the ball goes off the top or bottom of the screen, it is off the table, and that point is lost.
Oh, that makes sense. That's classic.
Game is won by the first player to accumulate 21 points. The margin of victory must be at least 2 points, such as 21 to 19, or play is continued until the 2-point margin is attained. Okay. And that's all she wrote.
All right, well, I have a handicap called Gojira.
You have a handicap.
Yeah.
Shall we commence the oldest?
Shall we commence play?
The first game, game number 1.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I don't know how much I want to. I appreciate that the English is on the same knob. It's like there's a horizontal knob on the left side of the controller, and then there's an English that's past that. It's got a tinier
knob, yeah.
Which honestly is like nice because like you either want to focus on one or the other, probably not both. So we need to. So the first one is just a volley to serve, I guess. So this one isn't going to count for. Oop, you have the ball. It is a little bit on the slow side. Hoop.
Oh,
yay!
Damn it.
All right, so I guess I go first, but it's off your side, so I guess you go first. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's. Oh.
Oh, yeah, point,
it went off
motherfucker.
The side, don't it?
No, it didn't. It came back.
Wait, it doesn't matter if it came back. It said if it goes off the table.
But it didn't go off the table.
Yeah. It's been 80% of that volley off the table. Hang on, let me read the official game rules.
Okay, launch it though. Launch it.
When the ball goes off the top or bottom of the screen.
Can you actually make it go off the top?
Yeah, easily.
So no. Now make it go up. No.
Well, okay, you send it back.
Yeah, it doesn't actually go off the edge.
There you go.
Well, the bottom one, because go the top one because we actually see where the edge of the screen is.
You have to go.
Yeah, it doesn't actually go off the top. They're just talking about where it's visible and where it is.
I suppose.
So I'm saying it never goes off the screen technically, up or down.
Well, that I don't know about. There's always the possibility that it does cut off somewhere most of the time. Like old TVs literally just arbitrarily chose what chunk of the screen they were going to see. So it's kind of hard to tell, but we'll just go with it. We'll say, fair play, like the bottom of the screen we can't be like hiding in. Does that one count, or should we start now?
This cat is not conducive. Could you move? Could you not? Thanks.
It's going to come my way. All right, shall we?
Yes.
All right, I think the serve is yours.
I think it's whoever's side of the screen it went off last.
Yes. Ooh, nice. Hoop, hoop. Ooh. Good save. Hoop. Oh. Almost got me there. Yeah, 1-0. All right. There's to you. So, yeah, I don't...
This is a little weird just because, like...
The lack of music or sound to it, like, you have to make your own entertainment on this one. Oh, nice. All right, 1-1. Maybe we won't go to 21. Maybe we'll go to, like, 11.
Maybe, yeah.
11's a pretty common alternate point to go to for... We also might want to turn the speed up a little bit. This is
what you're talking about.
All right, it's 2-1. We're now turning up the speed a little bit. Sarah's nudging it. Just because by the time
sure how much dial there is, so I wasn't sure how much to fiddle with it. Oh, that might have been a lot more than I thought.
Oh, no, it's not too bad. Just because by the time it gets to the end, it's like barely moving.
It is.
Ooh, nice. Nice save. Hoop, hoop. Oh! Oh, man. That's the thing is, like, can you just, like, go ape shit on it and, like... Yeah, like, it seems to be
it's
coded
all about
to just...
how much dial you've got, I think.
Maybe, yeah. So 3-1.
I was like, are you gonna do the thing?
Oh! That's 4-1. Getting the lead on you now.
As we saw with Pong, this is not really my style of game. The fact that you can just wiggle it at will
it's so dumb.
is just like, that's like not how this kind of game works. And I think that's part of my problem is I kind of like keep expecting it to be like an actual ball that bounces. And it's not.
As we just saw during the Cake Cup, I am the master of arbitrarily hitting a ball in bizarre and unconventional ways. I was like, can I just sneak it past you? Oh, almost. Oh, nice. I got it. Oh, damn it. Nope. Okay. Oh. It slows down so much.
It just also confuses your brain because you like go from controlling it to not controlling it.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's weird. That's not right. I was just controlling that little wiggly device.
Oh, man. Ugh.
Oh,
no!
I
Gotcha!
I moved too soon.
7-1.
I kept that point going for a long time, though.
That one was going for a while.
Kabink.
Oh,
damn it. You're twitching me out too hard.
It's 8-1. Oh, 9-1.
Bastard.
We're on the brink. We're on the brink of glory.
They're just like hard to... What? Again, my brain like keeps going to move the wrong dial. I'm moving like
it is like
my own dial when I want to move the device.
No, that's totally fair. I'm not even touching the horizontal just because I'm like, that's gonna confuse
like
the
one
shit
too
out of me.
many things, right? Yeah. Oh, I thought I was gonna get that one.
That was
over.
close. That was really close.
Coach, you really are not helpful sometimes, sweetheart. You're incredibly cute, though. I must say. Oh, damn it.
Victory is mine.
I would argue that Gojira distracted me.
We can do another one.
No, it's fine. I'm totally okay with that. This has just been the most fascinating and best thing ever, baby. But
yeah, it's gripping. I've had to mute the audio because it's all white noise and staticky sounds. Like there's no
just
game
so
audio.
Good.
This is back in the era of imagination. You had to do everything just with your imagination.
Was your imagination good enough to make this glorious? I hope it was.
It was for me. I think this was awesome. It was great to get this thing working. I wish that it was just 1% stabler, but honestly, I can't complain too much. This thing is 50% older than I am, so
I bet you it looks fucking crisp on the CRT now.
Yeah, we'll have to throw it in there, and we might just sneakily edit it into the start of the video if it looks particularly good. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all have a great holiday, a great rest of the year. Thank you for being with us for
this history.
10,000 videos, too. 10,000 Let's Play videos. We've done 10,000 videos if you include, like, reviews and other things, but, like, yeah.
10,000 video game videos.
It's a crazy, crazy number over almost 12 years. The day that they're seeing this is 12 years after I made both the logo and the Twitter account for the D-pad. So yeah, this is.
And now you have a neon sign.
Now I have a neon sign
and mugs and pins and all kinds of crazy shit.
Come a long, long way in 12 years, and video games have come in even like
Jesus Christ,
several orders of magnitude.
Insane levels of difference.
It's wild to think that this is where it all started, right? Like,
and then compare this to like God of War Ragnarok.
Yep,
something that came out this year.
I'm trying to think of like what is the most accolade. I guess Elden Ring is kind of the big one right now, right? Of like the biggest, craziest one.
They did win Game of the Year, right?
Yeah.
You can make arguments, right? It won Game of the Year, but God of War Ragnarok won like 6 awards.
Yeah. Oh, for
right?
sure.
Like, you know,
I don't necessarily mean like, oh, this one's better than that one.
No, I'm
like
just opposite. Like both of them, you know,
we've gone from
hardcore.
This to, you know, a game you could easily spend 300 to 500 hours exploring. Probably
so
more. You could probably squeeze a full 1,000 hours out of a game like Elden Ring if you really tried.
Depends how vigorous your searching zones, but yeah.
Like
there's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah,
a lot of weird storylines.
At 500 hours, it would be 1,000 times more like playability. Not like this has no replayability. Obviously, it had a lot of replayability, but
I mean, yeah, it's the same amount of replayability like Smash has. How many
Yep.
times do you want to beat your friends up?
yeah,
Like,
oh, absolutely. It's just wild to think like very humble beginnings,
indeed,
right?
indeed.
So thank you guys from all of us here at the D-Pad, those of us here and those of us elsewhere for the holidays and such.
Lindsay, we love you. Come back to us.
That Christmas wish, I see it floating off. I wonder
I wonder if we'll see any secret Lindsay visits.
I wonder. Santa, bring us a Wendy. We'll see you guys next time. We are going to do the rest of the games for this console, but this was one I really wanted to make happen for Christmas. I realized that this wasn't originally going to be video number 10,000, but all of a sudden it was like, ooh, that's going to land real close to Christmas. We could actually make that happen if we time everything right.
And you can get the signal working.
Yeah, and it was like, if it's doable, this has to be the one. A Christmas 10,000 video of the very first game is like, or the very first home console game, to be clear.
This is the first one with cartridges that you could swap out for different games.
This might even predate ones that don't have swappable cartridges, though I don't know how. I don't even know how many of those there were that weren't, like the Odyssey 2000, for example, doesn't have swappable cartridges.
That's just Pong.
It
comes with noises, though.
It does have noises built into the machine, not even on the TV. But yeah, no, this felt really appropriate, and I'm glad that we managed to pull it off. It is currently like 10 p.m. on December 22nd, so this was an ultimate last second.
In our kerchief and cap, though. We're ready.
Oh, yes. Last imaginable second to pull this thing together. So I'm very happy that we could do this. Thank you guys so much. And we'll see you guys next time.
Next year.
Yeah. Have a good one. Bye.